what would you say to someone that's like in that generalist area and starting to wake up and realize they're in this being washed downstream with everyone else?
Right.
How do you plant a flag in somewhere and become an expert at something when maybe you lack
Sure.
the confidence of declaring that?
Yeah, and there's also, that's a great question, Stephen. There's always the concern that, I don't want to be a bullshitter. I mean, I I want to truly be an expert here. Number one, most entrepreneurs discount what they know, and this is one of the reasons why we give away the crown jewels to get the lousy website, or whatever the equivalent is in your business. Is that for one thing, we take for granted everything that we know, and we kind of write it down to zero, as if everybody must know that.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody doesn't know that. And that's why we take our clients through a whiteboard exercise to really identify all the things that they do know. Because usually entrepreneurs know much, much more than they're giving themselves credit for. And this is why we go through kind of a client business history or client history. And we look at all the work that they've done, their expertise, both horizontally in terms of the products or services that they sell, but vertically in terms of the industries that they serve or the scenarios that they really, it turns out, are expert in. So that's number one. That's probably accounts for 80% of it, is just to help our clients see with their own eyes how much experience they have, and how valuable it could be. So it's usually not a question of having to, read all the trade journals about nuclear submarines and become a nuclear submarine expert. It's not so much that as it is to look at the experience you already have and begin to understand that it has value. So that's number one. Number two is just to really, and it's not necessarily a difficult thing to do, but to find out, what are people in that industry really complaining about right now? What's keeping them up at night? There's a great book called Ask, ASK, by, let me see, the name will come to me. It's a great book anyway. And the main premise of it is that people are much more willing to talk about and can much more easily come up with things that they don't like than they can about the things they want. And when you ask people what's keeping you up at night, they can tell you. If you ask them what they want, it's going to be harder. But if you ask them what they don't want, they can usually tell you. And it's Ryan Levesque is the author. Ryan Levesque, great book. But anyway, so that's the second step, is let's find out what they like and don't like, what's really keeping them up at night. And you can, one of the best ways to do that is with LinkedIn. And a great first message to a new customer or prospective customer in the niche that you've identified is to ask that question. And what's your biggest challenge right now? People can usually answer that one right off the top of their head. And once you begin to understand what the problems are, then you can go to work on, first look at your experience and see if you've solved it before, or otherwise go to work on trying to solve that problem. That's really work worth doing. So there's a number of ways to do that. The third thing I'd say in terms of building confidence for the entrepreneur is we didn't abandon our all things to all people strategy when we created these niches. We operated both at the same time, but we just found over time that the areas where we were growing and breaking through the plateau wasn't in our all things to all people solution, but in our niche solution. And so obviously we put more resources and more time and more talent against the solution that was producing great results for our clients and great results for us. So it was a natural thing. I never asked my clients to abandon the mothership and put all their chips on red. First of all, I don't think anybody would. And second, it's not necessary. But it is possible to kind of put your toe in the water and work your way forward. We actually tested a total of 4 niches. One was in the natural foods industry, and I can't remember what the other one was related to that. and those niches didn't work for us. But we just put our toe in the water. We did some LinkedIn communication was the main thing. In those days, we could go to trade shows. Today, you can go to discussion groups, and you can really see what the market looks like.
Hey, thanks for watching these golden nuggets. And as a reward, I got another big fat golden nugget just for you. I wrote this book for you to help you get your act together online so you can grow your business better. You're searching, you're wanting to learn. This is a great book. Grab the book, grow your business.
Amazing, right?